USA Radio News with Chris Barnes.
Almost entirely along party lines, the U.S. House has passed a resolution condemning President Trump's recent tweets about 4 Democratic women in Congress. The Democratic resolution refers to Trump's comments as racist after he said the lawmakers should go back to their countries. The Democratic women are all American citizens, only one having been born outside the U.S. But Ohio Republican Congressman Jim Jordan says of the Democratic resolution,
they're solely focused on doing whatever they can to stop this president instead of, frankly, working on what can help the country.
Retired Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens has died at 99. Back in 2010, then President Barack Obama said of him,
he's worn the judicial robe with honor and humility. He has applied the Constitution and the laws of the land with fidelity and restraint.
This is USA Radio News. This time it was the San Francisco Bay Area that was shaken by a couple of earthquakes yesterday, about 13 minutes apart. The first of magnitude 4.3 east of Oakland, followed a few minutes later by a 3.5 aftershock. No reports of injuries or damage. R&B singer R. Kelly staying in jail. A federal judge ordering he be held without bond on sex crime charges. It means Kelly will be taken from Chicago to New York to face a separate count of allegedly sexually abusing girls across the country. Kelly was arrested again on Thursday evening of last week. He faces a total of 18 charges now in Chicago and in New York. Scientists say Alzheimer's disease could be slowed by exercise. A new study by Harvard Medical School finds about 9,000 steps per day appears to slow rates of cognitive decline in those at risk. And you're listening to USA Radio News. A big shakeup at Planned Parenthood as the group's kicked out its president, Dr. Leana Wen. She's tweeted that she's leaving her position after less than a year on the job. Wen says she learned about it herself at a secret meeting despite being in, quote, good faith negotiations about her departure. And she says this is all over philosophical differences on the direction and future of the Planned Parenthood organization. Alexis McGill Johnson has been named acting president. You may not see any more ads in Uber or Lyft cars in New York City. A federal appeals court ruling yesterday that drivers can be banned from displaying advertisements, a victory for millions of passengers who call those ads very annoying. And HBO's Game of Thrones, slashing its way to a record-setting 32 Emmy nominations for its 8th and final season. It eclipsed the all-time series record of 27 nods earned by NYPD Blue back in 1994. In the overall tally contest among outlets, HBO got a whopping 137 nominations, and Netflix, which last year ended HBO's 17-year reign to win the most Emmy noms, well, it was bumped to second this year with 117. As for the traditional networks, they were way behind. NBC got 58 nods, CBS 43, Fox 18. And for USA Radio News, I'm Chris Barnes.